It's a tough job, but someone has to do it. The queen's royal scent prevents the female workers from laying eggs themselves. It takes a few days for the eggs to grow into larvae. They are then bathed in a special food brought to them by workers. During its first day, a larva eats so much, its weight increases 5.5 times. In 6 days, its weight increases 1,500 times. In a colony of tens of thousands, only 100 bees are born male. The dome-shaped covers of their brood cells provide extra space for their larger bodies. Worker bees act as midwives to assist them. But a worker herself has to fight her way out of her brood cell unaided. No coddling allowed here. Soon the worker will follow her well-ordered behavioral cycle, beginning with cleaning her own cell. The males, on the other hand, receive special care. They are helped out of their cells and immediately fed. In an otherwise society of equals, the male does not have to work. Even his name, drone, is another word for an idler. His large compound eyes tell of his sole purpose in life, sighting the queen on the mating flight. In a honeybee colony, every member has a specific task to perform, and everything has its place.
Here's the things you'll need: a jar, a tube to get the honey into the jar, and a flow key to turn to harvest the honey. And if you're new to beekeeping, it's a good idea to wear a bee veil or a bee suit until you're really comfortable and confident around your beehive. Okay, so let's have a look and see how much honey is in the flow frames. Oh, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Here we have a completely full flow frame. You can see when it's ready by the way they've put the wax capping on each side. Next to it we've got one that's filling. You can see them actually depositing the honey in the cells. If you look closely you might even see their tongues depositing honey. We've harvested these two frames a couple of weeks ago, so you can see these ones are empty. And here you can see a few. Then take out the upper cap. Sometimes you need pliers to do that, especially when they're new from the factory. I'll remove the lower cap, and there's a tag on the end of the flow tube, and that goes into the honey leak back point. So the flow logo's on top of the tube. Put my jar under the tube, and the flow key goes in the lower slot. Cool. Wow, you can see the honey pouring down. Get a look at that. It's just absolutely pouring inside the tube here. Isn't that gorgeous? Beautiful, fresh honey straight from the hive. The left-hand side is draining away. The right-hand side's hot on its tail. Just remember, this is just the honey harvesting process. You still need to look after your bees just